It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. But they're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A second down throw for Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Detroit.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run with Montgomery. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on first down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
On second down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. It is 3rd and 10. Now, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too...
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not what they hoped down there. He's given ground, going to lose yardage. We'll mark him back at the 6-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a 1st down.
First rule of backed up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points? All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. They'll go again with Robinson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He's going to tuck it and go. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st down, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and Penix. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run with Robinson. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. The Lions called their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Here's Coop for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. For the Falcons, they were led in the first half by their quarterback, Michael Penix. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Avery Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. That's the tight end, Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On second down, here's Penix. This throw pulled in by Pitts. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws. And generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Side and brought in by Williams. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On first down, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on first down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On second down, Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down is right.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 42-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. That one is caught by Mooney. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
And here's Bijan. Good running inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To throw is Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one caught by Patrick. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here Here's 2nd and 2. Goff to throw. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Quickly to the outside and complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On play action, Goff. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 16.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They motion the slot man left. On first down, it's Robinson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Give left side. Here comes Robinson. He is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Again, working deep downfield. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the